We all know memes have become a crucial part of our lives, so much so that there's not a day that passes by without us looking at memes. The NBA is a professional basketball league. As professional and serious as it is, it also gives us many memorable, memeable moments. Not only that, the memes end up making some players gain more popularity than the NBA itself. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at such moments that always bring a smile to our faces in the form of NBA memes. Here we go. At number 10, Kawhi Leonard. The first one that I want to mention would definitely be Kawhi Leonard's most iconic laugh in his first ever public appearance as a Toronto Raptor on Monday, September 24, 2018. And one reporter asked, "What would you like people to know about you?" And who would have thought that question would lead to one of the most viral memes in NBA history? He said, quote, "I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball. And I mean, it's just more question you have to ask me, in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you the whole spiel. I don't even know where he's sitting at." Yeah, you get it.
Sir, are you okay?
And this wasn't Kawhi's only viral meme, and after winning a ring, Kawhi became the biggest name in free agency, and then it was announced that he'd be joining the Clippers, and shortly after the news broke, Serge Ibaka posted a video of them hanging out together, and Kawhi was just being himself, and that was enough for that video to go viral as well. Kawhi Leonard's just a walking meme. At number 9, the Michael Jordan crying meme. I think another one of the most iconic and most famous memes ever would be the Crying Jordan meme. It all started on September 11, 2009, when Jordan gave a speech at the Basketball Hall of Fame induction in Springfield, Massachusetts. During that speech, Jordan repeatedly cried, retelling various stories about his career. A screenshot of him crying was turned into a meme with the caption, "Why did I buy the Bobcats?" Then it proceeded to blow up from there, and dang, I can simply say this is a legacy meme, and generations upon generations will remember it. At number 8, the Yao Ming face. This meme was originated also back in 2009 at a post-game press conference with Meta World Peace. When Meta World Peace was asked about going into the stands after the game, he acknowledged the time when a fan threw a beer on him, whereas this time around it was a Rockets fan offering him a beer. He said he might have taken it if there wasn't any cameras around, which made Yao laugh. And a photo was taken from that interview, which ended up being made into an artwork by an artist named Down Low, which was then turned into a meme. And this is one of those memes that we have seen since the start while growing up, and it has absolutely grown up with us. At number 8, Damian Lillard's ice-cold victory stare. On April 23, 2019, Lillard nailed an incredibly deep three-pointer as time expired to win the game for Portland and send the Thunder home. But as Lillard and his teammates celebrated, he gave a TV camera a heartless stare and nod combo that had NBA fans quaking, including a few who reference what is perhaps the most well-known cold stare meme. Just take a look, man. That's one of the best reaction memes ever, in my opinion. At number 6, Shaquille O'Neal falling on Inside the NBA. Shaq is one of the most beloved and famous players that has fed a lot into the meme field of the internet. He again provided the meme community with more memeable material by falling on the show Inside the NBA, having unintentionally entangled his leg in a cord. Shaq leaped from the platform and ripped a monitor out of the on-set desk, and Shaq, who was unharmed and in high spirits, embraced the moment and fed himself happily into the turning gears of the meme machine. He has continued to amaze everyone with all these things that he does that are asking to be memed, like tackling a whole Christmas tree, playing with a squirting gun, and doing some pretty silly stuff. One particular episode of Inside the NBA in 2017 stood out from the rest. Kenny Smith brought out what was called the hottest chip in the world. And then Shaq issued a challenge towards Charles Barkley. Who would have thought this would turn into one of Shaq's most popular memes? There's not a single place in the world where we haven't seen Shaq falling after this meme hit the internet. At number 5, KD's famous 2014 MVP speech. About 8 years ago, Kevin Durant made an emotional tribute to his mother during his 2014 MVP speech, in which he said that after all his mother had done for him, that's what caused him to be there. He then said that his mom is the real MVP. It was such an emotional moment, but it turned into a huge meme all over the internet. The internet really has no chill, man. I mean, I know the memes made on this template are funny and all, but still, the respect should absolutely be there. At number 4, Steve Nash hugging Kevin Durant. After Kevin Durant put up a show in the Brooklyn Nets' 114-108 win over the Milwaukee Bucks, it was time for Steve Nash to steal the spotlight and give us one of the funniest moments of the 2021 NBA playoffs. The Canadian head coach was really proud of his player after the final posted 49 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. This, of course, is a performance worthy of an embrace, which the Nets head coach gladly delivered after the game. Not only did Nash deliver a good old hug to a superstar player, but Twitter delivered a new meme to the fans too. Even though he is happy, he looks disappointed, and I don't really know why. At number 3, James Alonzo Mourning. James Alonzo Mourning is no doubt an NBA legend, and most people today don't even recognize him for his NBA career, only for his meme, and it happened in 2006 during the opening night where the Heat had just accepted their championship rings right before the game, so they were pretty hyped. So what could go wrong, you may wonder? Well, fast forward a few quarters later, and the camera caught Alonzo's face perfectly near the end of the game when they were down 30 points. What was going on in his head? Like, how can you be mad and okay with the situation at the same time? Well, Alonzo actually talked about it saying, quote, "Yeah, it's one of the most popular memes. You know, it's pretty comical because I like to know exactly at that particular moment my exact thoughts. I knew I was a little disgusted by the score, and I'd like to know my exact thoughts." That's literally the best iteration of Sad Boy Hours. At number 2, Russell Westbrook. Westbrook has had a fair share of memes made of him throughout his career. However, one of his first memes would be an interview moment, which turned out to be one of the funniest interview moments from an NBA player ever. Westbrook and the Thunder lost to the Utah Jazz that night, and this one reporter decided to ask the most stupid question ever. He said, quote, "So did you guys lose this one, or did the Jazz win it?" To which Russell made his iconic meme face and said, "What? What are you talking about, man? I'm out, man." Another viral Westbrook meme came after a performance of 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 14 assists. This reporter told him that he was the first player to get a triple-double while shooting 100% from the field and 100% from the free throw line. So when Russ was asked about his views on that, he gave a Westbrook type of answer. He simply, semi-surprisingly said, quote, "That's pretty interesting." This immediately caught the attention of the fans, who took no time to turn him into a meme. NBA fans caught that moment in pictures, and it went viral. And finally, at number 1, Kobe Bryant. A video about the NBA is incomplete without speaking about the legend Kobe Bryant. He had a bunch of memes that basically immortalized him, but one of his most famous memes is of his fellow player Anthony Davis shouting "Kobe" when he hit the biggest shot of his career. This proceeded to be the biggest meme of his life and still continues on after his death. Well guys, that concludes this video here on Triple Double Nation. What do you guys think about these memes? Let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel while you're at it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.